Hey everybody, this is Pastor Charlie. Today is Wednesday, the 2nd of March, or Ash Wednesday as we know it, the beginning of another Lenten journey. For the next 6 weeks, we will make a Christian pilgrimage towards the events of Holy Week, and of course Good Friday and the cross of Jesus Christ, and then of course on Easter Sunday celebrating the glorious resurrection of the Lord Jesus. But this is a good day at the beginning of Lent to issue a midweek challenge. And I guess before I get to the challenge, there's an immediate challenge for today, and that's for you to be present at one of the many gatherings that we have today. The first is to say you're invited, if you can't make a worship service tonight, to join us for Ashes on the Go. And I'll be joining with our friends from First Presbyterian, from St. Peter's Episcopalian, and from Trinity United Methodist Church. And the clergy from those churches will be imparting ashes on the go on the corner of 6th Street and Centre Street, covering on both sides of Centre Street there as well. So if you can't make a service tonight, please plan to come along and we will impart ashes on you right there between 1:30 and 2:30 p.m. today. Then later on tonight, we have our Ash Wednesday service taking place in the sanctuary. That service will be at 6 o'clock. It is a service of reflection and prayer with some music interspersed and some readings as well. We will also have the impartation of ashes at that service as well. So please plan to join us tonight at 6 p.m. The other thing that we have added to our calendar in response to events going on throughout the world is to have a vigil for our community on the steps of our church at 7:15 p.m. tonight. Again, I'll be joined by our friends from St. Peter's, from Trinity United Methodist, and from First Presbyterian, and all of their congregations have also been invited to gather on our steps here at Memorial. We will lead a short litany of prayer and some silence, and we will light candles and stand in vigil together, a show of unity and solidarity and support for our brothers and sisters in Eastern Europe who really are in a time of crisis. And so if your heart has been tugged this week as you have watched news channels, if you have felt helpless, knowing not what to do, this is something that you can do. Simply show up and stand together. It does make a difference, friends. And what about a Lenten challenge? I mean, these are 6 weeks, which traditionally means we give up our candy or we give up maybe alcoholic drinks or we take on a discipline and a practice. I think I've told you before that in years gone by, I have taken on the practice of handwriting a letter and sending it to someone just to let them know that I'm thinking about them through the season of Lent. Whatever it is that you do this Lent, I encourage you to take on some form of daily discipline. Not as a means of building up brownie points with God or making yourself a better Christian or anything like that. No, we do this simply as a means of making the disciplined walk towards Jerusalem with Christ. That's what we read of in the Gospels. Jesus turned resolutely towards Jerusalem, the Gospel writers tell us. And we turn with him and we make that journey also for the next 40 days. If we take on a fast, when we miss that from which we are fasting, we are turning our attention unto God. Or when we take on a new daily discipline, when we engage in that discipline or turn to it, we are turning our attention to God. We are listening for the voice of God. So whether it's continuing with our Bible reading plan, whether it is joining us in the book study that we're going to be doing on Wednesday evenings throughout Lent, whether it's taking on your own personal discipline or your 40-day fast of your choice, whatever it is, remember that we are doing it so that our attention might be turned unto God and that we might make this journey with Christ towards the cross. Because it is in doing so, it's in turning our attention to Jesus for this journey that we then experience everything that Holy Week has to offer us in 6 weeks' time. We experience the loss of Good Friday, and we also experience the glory and the new life of Easter Sunday. And my friends, that is why we enter into a Lenten season of discipline, so that we experience rejoicing and new life and resurrection on Easter Sunday. So join us with this midweek challenge. Join us with one of 3 gathering points today here in Fernandina Beach, or join us over the next 6 weeks as we continue our Bible reading journey, or as we enter into a time of discipline or a time of fasting and prayer. Whatever it is, friends, may we all draw closer to Christ through this Lenten season. It's been great joining you today. I hope to see you at some point at our gatherings, and if I'm not, I'll see you at the weekend. God bless you and take care.